Oh, well, welcome back to my show. Today, we're going to talk about Greenland, a movie that spends a surprising little amount of time in Greenland. The basic story of the movie is that there's a world-ending extinction level event and is going to wipe everybody out. Gerard Butler, he plays a structural engineer. Gerard Butler's wife, who's played by Morena Morena. I don't really know how to say her name. Baccarin. He gets a notification that says that him and his family have been selected. They need to go to this airport, tell nobody, bring nobody else, and that's it. And basically the rest of the movie tells a story of how him and his family get to Greenland. I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. Look, I dig end of the world type of movies, these disaster movies, those kinds of things. I love it. It's highly entertaining, and if done well, it can be really, really fun. A lot of this movie is not fun, but it's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's that they took a very different approach to it, very gritty, very edgy, and I've got to say the first hour or so of the movie really, really works for me. I thought it was really cool. There's a lot of interesting dynamics that they bring up. For example, there's a part where a woman who hasn't been selected to go, and obviously along the way it comes out that old Sparta himself has been selected, and she's begging him for him to take her child. And like, I felt that shit. I felt it. I'm a father. I've got kids, hence father, and I felt that. Like, I don't know how I would deal with that, you know. My wife started falling apart. But then after the first half, everything starts getting a little bit convenient, and it's because the plot has to start wrapping up and we have to start getting to places. All of a sudden you find out about Gerard Butler's infidelity, which I thought was unnecessary. I think that there was a strain on the relationship, and that's all that you needed to know. Marriages go pear-shaped. Doesn't really make much of an impact. Probably the weakest part of the movie comes right at the end. They often speak about seeing your life flash before your eyes just before you die, and right at the end the doors are closing and whatnot, and then they cut into the sequence of just memories of a happier time with the family, you know, just the husband, the wife, the kids, all just like birthdays, and it's just a wonderful little sequence, and it cuts to black, and at that particular moment I was going, please end it. Yeah, please tell me you're going to end it like this. That would have been a really strong ending for me, just leaving it open-ended. Did they make it? Didn't they? Who knows? You know, what happens after that? Who knows? But then, of course, they cut back, and then we've got to see images of destroyed Paris, and you know, the obvious things. Lets down the whole movie. It just takes away all that grit and that edge that it had, especially in that first half. It just kind of strips it away. Overall, I thought that the film was really well made. I believe it was directed by the guy who did Angel Has Fallen, I think it is. I think that's a third of the Fallen movies, which I quite enjoyed. But there's nothing really stylistically that stands out for me. And these movies are difficult to make. I mean, they're sprawling, they're all over the place. There's lots of sequences, lots of action sequences, lots of people. The one thing is that the special effects aren't great. The visual effects are like TV quality. And the meteor and all of that, and some of the shots, some of the in the distance shots, and it's kind of these epic like reveals and whatever. It looks quite nice, but to be fair, they also spend very little time on the meteor, which I quite liked, and so did my missus. She also quite liked it. She liked the fact that you didn't really, like the majority of the movie, you don't really see this meteor at all, even though for me the meteor was very inconsistent. It's kind of, where is it, what is it? It's consistently splitting. How many of these things are there? I think they don't really pay that much attention to it. And so we don't really pay that much attention to it. And so it just kind of is there in the background. And when you need it, you know, you can use it. When you need it to blow stuff up, bring a little bit more pizzazz to the whole thing, bring it in. And when we don't really need it, we focus on the human drama. And that's probably where it's more successful, is the human drama stuff. I think if you like those kinds of movies and you want them to just have a little bit more edge and it'll be a little bit more, a little less silly, then give it a go. your biscuit.